You keep telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. You're waiting for the right moment, for some big sign from the universe to finally get your life together. But tomorrow is a myth, and another year is about to just disappear. So what if I told you the sign you've been waiting for isn't January 1st? What if it's this coming December 13th? Today, I'm going to show you why this specific date can be the powerful psychological trigger you need to build unstoppable momentum and make the next year the most transformative year of your life. We've all been there, that quiet, nagging feeling that you're capable of so much more, but you feel completely stuck. You make those promises to yourself on January 1st, buzzing with hope and excitement. You buy the gym membership, the journal, the healthy food. For a week, maybe two, you feel incredible. And then, well, life happens. The motivation fizzles out, the old habits sneak back in, and before you know it, you're right back where you started, but now with an extra layer of guilt. The year doesn't end with a bang, it just sort of fizzles out, and the cycle of waiting for the next fresh start begins all over again. We've been conditioned to think that real change only happens at these huge, culturally approved moments, like a new year. But that mindset often sets us up for failure. The pressure is massive. The goals are often way too big. And when everyone else is starting at the exact same time, it just feels crowded and a little cliché. But what if you could sidestep all of that? What if you could get a head start, not just on the calendar, but on your own psychology? What if you could use the very end of this year to guarantee the success of the next one? This is about understanding the hidden currents of motivation and using timing to your advantage. And that's exactly why we need to talk about December 13th. This day is your secret weapon. It's the sign you've been looking for, not because of some magical prophecy, but because it's the perfect launch pad for real lasting change. Stay with me because I'm about to break down why starting your transformation on December 13th will be the smartest decision you make all year. Section 1. The power of a head start, the psychological edge. The first reason December the 13th is your power play is thanks to something called the fresh start effect. Research shows our brains are wired to see certain dates, like a new week, a birthday, or a new year, as temporal landmarks. These landmarks let us mentally separate our past slip-ups from our future potential, which is why we get that rush of motivation on January 1st. But here's the secret. You don't have to wait for those big, obvious dates. You can create your own fresh start moment, one that's free from all the pressure and expectation of New Year's Day. By choosing December the 13th, you're giving yourself a strategic head start. You're getting off the crowded treadmill of New Year's resolutions and onto your own private track. While everyone else is coasting through December, lost in holiday chaos and end-of-year burnout, you'll be quietly planting the seeds for your future self. There's no pressure, no one's watching. It's just you, making a powerful, private commitment. This has a huge psychological impact. You're not just starting a new habit. You're building what behavioral scientists call behavioral momentum. By starting small, you create a snowball effect that makes bigger challenges feel easier down the road. Just imagine how you'll feel on January 1st. While others are fighting to get going from a dead stop, you'll already have almost 3 weeks of progress under your belt. You'll have a winning streak. You will have built up self-efficacy, the real earned belief in your own ability to succeed. When you achieve even a tiny goal, your brain gets a reward that boosts your self-esteem and fuels your motivation. That feeling of competence is the perfect antidote to the sense of failure that usually kills our resolutions. You're shifting your mindset from I will to I am. You're not just trying to be a person who works out, you are becoming a person who has already been working out for weeks. Starting early completely reframes the narrative. The end of the year is no longer a time to wind down. It's your personal pre-season. It's a time for quiet, focused training. This gives you an unshakable psychological advantage that will carry you through the entire next year. Section 2. The astrological catalyst for clarity. Grounding your vision. Now, let's look at this from another angle. Whether you follow astrology closely or just find it fascinating, the energies of the cosmos can offer a powerful framework for our lives. And right around our key date, in 2025, a few things are happening that are perfectly suited for this kind of deep, internal work. First, on December the 10th, Neptune, the planet of dreams, intuition, and illusion, stations direct in its home sign of Pisces. After months of retrograde motion, which can create a lot of fog and confusion, its forward movement starts to clear the air. It's like a spiritual detox, helping the unrealistic fantasies we've been clinging to finally dissolve. Then on December 14th, we have a tense alignment known as a Mars-Neptune square. Mars is the planet of action and drive, while Neptune rules our dreams and vision. When they form this challenging angle, it creates friction between what you want to do and what you're dreaming about. You might feel a pull toward your goals, but also feel confused, unmotivated, or unsure which path to take. This sounds negative, but it's actually an incredible opportunity. This cosmic friction forces you to get brutally honest. It holds up a mirror and shows you the gap between the life you're dreaming of and the life you're actually living. It's the universe asking, are your actions really aligned with your highest vision, or are you just spinning your wheels? So on December 13th, you're in the middle of a perfect storm. The fog is lifting thanks to Neptune, but the Mars-Neptune tension is demanding that you ground that newly clarified vision into reality. It's a cosmic reality check. It's the ideal moment to get clear on what you truly want, and then, most importantly, commit to a single, concrete action that honors that vision. It's the perfect energy to turn wishful thinking into real work. Mid-roll, CTA. We're about to dive into how you can use the natural sense of urgency that comes at the end of the year. But first, if this is clicking for you, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's a small gesture that really helps the channel. And I'm curious, what's one habit you're thinking about starting on December 13th? Drop it in the comments below. I love reading them. Section 3. The last chance motivation. Harnessing urgency and closing cycles. There's a unique feeling that fills the air in December. It's a sense of finality, of a chapter coming to a close. For most people, this leads to passively waiting for the clock to run out. But for a strategic mind, this end-of-year pressure is fuel. December 13th acts as the perfect 2-week warning before the final countdown, creating a healthy urgency you can use for positive change. Think of it as last chance motivation. Instead of seeing the year as already over, you see it as one last chance to end things on your own terms. It's your opportunity to write a different ending to this year's story. On top of that, In numerology, 2025 is what's known as a 9-year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. The number 9 represents completion, closure, and letting go of what no longer serves you to make space for a new cycle. This feeling of closing a chapter isn't just a spiritual concept, it's a deep psychological need. We think in stories. We need beginnings, middles, and ends. Acting on December the 13th is a conscious choice to not let 2025 just fade away. It's a statement that you're going to finish strong. Taking control, even in a small way, is incredibly empowering. It breaks the pattern of passivity and replaces it with proactive intention. By starting one new habit or letting go of an old one in mid-December, you are symbolically ending the year with a win. You're proving to yourself that you aren't a victim of the calendar. You are the author of your story. This starts to rewire your brain to see yourself as someone who finishes what they start. Someone who takes charge even when it's easier to just coast. This isn't about adding more stress to an already busy month. It's about choosing one meaningful action that represents the person you are becoming. It could be as simple as decluttering a single drawer, starting a daily 5-minute meditation, or dropping a habit that drains your energy. That single act becomes a powerful symbol of closure for the old you and a welcoming ritual for the new. It's how you step into the next year, not with a frantic list of resolutions, but with the quiet confidence of a journey that has already begun. Section 4. The ritual of the reset. Your practical action plan. So, we've covered the why. Let's get to the how. The beauty of starting on December the 13th is its simplicity. This is not about a massive, overwhelming life overhaul. It's about creating one intentional spark. It's about leveraging the power of tiny habits. Lasting change comes from starting with actions so small they feel almost effortless. This lowers your resistance and makes consistency feel natural. Here is your simple 4-step action plan for December the 13th. Step 1. Commit to one tiny habit. Your first job is to choose one tiny habit. Just one. Pick something so small it's almost impossible not to do it. If you want to exercise more, don't commit to the gym for an hour. Commit to doing one push-up or just putting on your running shoes. Want to read more? Read one page. Want to meditate? Commit to 1 minute of silence. The science is clear. Small, consistent actions are the foundation for growth. These micro habits build momentum and create a ripple effect. Step 2. Journal for clarity. Before you start, take 15 minutes to journal. This helps you tap into that Mars-Neptune energy, grounding your vision. Use these prompts. First, what is one thing from this past year I am ready to let go of? This helps you close the cycle of 2025. Second, what does the version of me I want to become in the new year think, feel, and do each day? Be specific. Visualize this person. And third, what is the one tiny habit I can start today that is aligned with that version of me? This connects your action directly to your identity. Step 3. Reset your space. Our outer world reflects our inner world. To signal a true reset, do one small act of decluttering. This isn't about deep cleaning your whole house. It's a symbolic act. Clean off your desk. Delete old files from your computer. Go through one junk drawer. This physical act of creating space reinforces the mental and emotional space you are making for your new beginning. It's a tangible way of telling yourself you're ready for something new. Step 4. Anchor the moment. Finally, create a simple ritual to anchor this new commitment. Light a candle and state your intention out loud. Write your one habit on a sticky note and put it on your bathroom mirror or your laptop. Somewhere you'll see it every day. You could even make your phone's lock screen a single image that represents your goal. The point of a ritual is to mark a transition and make an ordinary moment feel significant. It elevates your decision from just a thought to a real commitment. Section 5. Building unstoppable momentum. The snowball effect. The final reason December the 13th is so powerful lies in the compounding magic of momentum. Real success in the new year isn't born from a single heroic effort on January 1st. It's built by the slow, steady accumulation of small wins that create an unstoppable force over time. Starting on December 13th is like giving a snowball a gentle push at the very top of a long hill. At first, the movement is tiny. Your one push-up a day or your 1 minute of meditation feels almost meaningless. This is where most people give up. They don't see huge results right away, but they're missing the point. The initial goal isn't the result, it's consistency. Every single day you perform your tiny habit, you're giving that snowball another little push. You're strengthening the neural pathways in your brain, making the action more and more automatic. By starting on December the 13th, you've already put weeks into the process. By the time January 1st arrives, you've worked through the initial awkwardness and resistance. By mid-January, when so many New Year's resolutions are already dying, your snowball is actually picking up speed. Your small habit doesn't feel like a chore anymore. It's just part of who you are. And that's when the real magic happens. The confidence you've built from this one small win starts to spill over into other areas of your life. You start thinking, well, if I can do this, what else can I do? This is the ripple effect of tiny habits. That 1 minute meditation might naturally become 5 minutes. That one push-up might turn into 10. You're not forcing it, you're just following your own momentum. You've created a positive feedback loop. Action leads to a small win, which boosts your confidence, which fuels more action. When you arrive at the following December, you won't be looking back on a year of starts and stops. You'll look back on a year of continuous growth that all started with one small smart decision on a seemingly ordinary day. That's the power of momentum. So what is the sign you've been waiting for? It's not some lightning bolt from the sky. It's that feeling you have right now, that quiet stirring inside you that knows you're ready for a change. December 13th is simply the perfect opportunity, a strategic, energetic vessel for you to pour that readiness into. It's your chance to get a head start, using the psychology of a fresh start without all the New Year's pressure. It's a moment to tap into the cosmic energy, to get crystal clear on your dreams, and, more importantly, to ground them in action. It's an opportunity to use the urgency of a closing chapter to write a powerful final page for your year. Most of all, it's a day to prove to yourself, through one tiny manageable action, that you are the one in control. You don't need to wait for permission from the calendar. The power to change has been inside you all along. Your future isn't built in giant leaps. It's built one tiny habit at a time, one small decision stacked on top of the next. Let this December 13th be your first. Let it be the day you stopped waiting for a sign and decided to become one. If you watched this all the way to the end, I know you're serious about making a change. Don't let this feeling fade. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because our journey together is just getting started. For your next step, check out this video on the power of identity-based habits to make sure this change sticks for good. Thanks for being here. Now, go get ready for your new beginning.